Good evening, and welcome to the T Area School District 5th Grade Band 2024 Winter Concert. Today, on Thursday, December 5th, the program will begin at 6 o'clock, so in about 5 minutes. And this program is being directed by Mr. Tim Dingman.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to our winter concert. Before we start playing, I was just going to introduce the band to you. Obviously, you know they're made up of 3 elementary schools, but I figured I'd let them all be recognized here. So if I could, I'm going to start from, I told them today I was going to start from the newest elementary school to the oldest. So let's start with Venture students. We're going to have you stand up. We'll recognize them. Percussion can wave, use everything good. And let's have you sit down, and we're going to have all of our Frontier students stand up. And we'll have a seat, and then we'll have all of our Legacy students stand up. All right, well, thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy our program. All right, we also would like to introduce all of the families of instruments, because we always know that not everybody has played in band before, so some of this might be new. We're going to start off with our woodwind instruments. So with the first woodwind instruments, I'm going to have our flutes. You just raise your flutes for just a little bit. There you go. Those instruments, you can have them down, are particularly challenging at the beginning because, number one, they have to hold the instrument out over here, and their brains have to tell their fingers what to do over here. A lot easier here, here. Over here, isn't it a little bit difficult, ladies, sometimes? Yep. Also, trivia, it takes just as much air to play the flute as it does a tuba. And tuba, let's show them the size of your instrument back there. Yeah, compared to that, takes just as much air. So if you parents are watching your young ladies playing sometimes and they start to get a little lightheaded, that's why. Okay? All right, our next set of instruments are our clarinets. Let's have you raise your clarinets. We have got a pretty good crop this year of clarinets, and which is a great thing. That's my instrument, but I'm not, playing favorites or anything. But put them down. We also like to call that the licorice stick because it looks like a piece of black licorice. But they're doing a wonderful job. And our saxophones are another woodwind instrument. Now, does that look like wood? Nope. But it's a reed instrument, so that is considered a woodwind instrument. So they're kind of cousins of each other. That's great. You can put them down now. Thank you. So onward here, we are going to play Hot Cross Buns. while she's getting her instrument together, I'll just move on to the percussion. Okay? Percussionists, wave at our audience, yay. Okay, this part, this instrument that they're playing right here, this is totally based on the piano. So when we ask for students to have some piano background, that's why. And if you have seen our high school marching band, we always have those percussionists out in front, and they play a lot of the instruments that are like this, just bigger, like the ones back here. I was telling the students earlier today that this is their future in the back because their high school concert is going to be after hours. So their eyes kind of get a little bit bigger and going, oh, those are big. Yes, they are. But then they also have other instruments that they play. So I'm going to have Genevieve, why don't you play the bass drum for just a moment so that you can see what that is. Yeah, they like to whack those. Then we have some snare drums, so we'll have somebody come and try a snare drum. You can try that, Levi. Oh, yeah, both of you. Yep. They'll get to learn a whole bunch more stuff on that. Now here's another one called suspended cymbal. Want to try that, Miles? There we go. And then we have a rototom over here, but it's a tom-tom. And so you can try that, Hendrix. Yep. So we kind of double the bass drum on that one sometimes. And then there's some other extra instruments that we have. How about the sleigh bells? Who's got the sleigh bells? You'll hear that later in the show. What are the maracas? There we go. Triangle. There we are. And did I forget one? I don't think I did. Okay. All right. So those are our wonderful percussionists, and they're doing an awesome job. Just reminding them we are doing this song twice. It has what we call a repeat sign on it. And so you'll see me going like, go back to the beginning because it's a hard concept at first to get. There's two different types of repeat signs that we're playing in here. Or actually three. There's percussion, you get to do one in a song that's just a one measure repeat sign. And then in another Jolly Old St. Nicholas, we get to do a first and a second ending. So there's three different types of repeats and they get a little confusing. realized kind of further on into the season that that song that we played was actually, I said, which song, but this week even, I said, which song do you want to go through that you've been having a little bit more difficulties with? And they said, that one. And I said, why? And they said, well, it dawned on me finally that the majority of them said that that's one of the hardest songs. It's because it's not the way that they hear it. They always hear it as, itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. So obviously that rhythm is not introduced yet, so that's why we make it itsy bitsy, and it just totally messes them up at first. But they did a great job on it, so we've adapted quite a bit. All right, I want to introduce our brass section. We have five different instruments in the brass section. So we're going to start off with our trumpets. Raise your teeth. Yep, good, healthy crack there. Good job. All the brass instruments, I always tell them you can put them down. All the brass instruments, when we start, I always say we let them do something that we never let them do in school other times, and that's called buzzing. And when I do that, I always get a laugh from them when we first introduce it because they're like, oh, gross, but it works. So basically they have to do that with their lips to get the actual sound. So, but they've all adapted well. But that's any brass instrument, does not matter what it is, to make that sound. All right, French horns. We have 4 of them over there, 4 strong French horns over there, yes. Now, fun tidbit about those, if you take the tubing of the, you see it's all coiled there, if you take that tubing and you straighten it out, it is the longest band instrument there is out there, okay? It's longer than the tubing even of a tuba, okay? So, I don't remember exactly did I say how long it is? They remember, 18 feet, yes. So, anyway, that's a good tidbit to know. Now, trombones, let's raise yours. Trombones are a unique instrument here. Awesome, thank you. They're a unique instrument, and I'll have Wyatt stand up over there and show you why it's unique. Yeah, he doesn't have to play, yeah. Hold it out in front of you like, oops, that's another unique aspect of it. All right, let's show them. Yes. And that creates some unique sounds out there. So good job, thank you, Wyatt. Okay, baritones, we'll have you stand, or raise your instruments up. We like to call them the mini tubas, okay? But there you go, it takes a lot of weight for those too. All right, and our tubas, I told them they don't have to lift them today, but they said they will. Yay! They are a heavier instrument, which is why you might not see it, but they do have a stand that they sit it on. They don't have to hold them the whole time, but they like to. All right, thank you. Those are the instruments of the band. And the next song we will be doing is called Love Somebody, and it is a duet. Our percussion section plays one part, and all of our wind players up here in the 5 rows play this other part. to help them hold on. There's something at the end of the song that we call a fermata. It means just hold it more than you're supposed to. Hold it longer than you're supposed to. All right, that was the end of the first half of our concert. The second half now is going to be devoted to Christmas and holiday songs. So, next up, for your pleasure, we are going to do Good King Wenceslas, and it is a traditional English carol. Have to give the percussion just a little bit of time to change. We are going to do this next song twice. It's going to feature the percussion. I always tell them, yes, we start on the bells, but I tell them all, I know you did not join percussion to just play the bells. So we get to do some other songs. But first time through, we're all going to play on the bells. Second time through, we have some guests joining us. So it'll just be a little break between the two times. Okay, so on the bells, percussion. We're not sure. I'm assuming you know who our guests are, but I will introduce them anyway. The students are happy to have them join us. We have Mr. DeRose. He is our elementary and general music teacher at Frontier and Venture. The kids are like, wow, he's going to play with us, yeah. And then I tell the kids, we have the future here, okay? Mrs. Sutton in the middle school, and she teaches 6th through 8th band. And Mrs. Rannick here, 9 through 12 band. They were very gracious to join me on this. I only had to get on my knees a little bit, so please, please. students. We knew that our percussionists could handle it, but do you think the teachers handled it okay? Did they do okay with it? Yeah, okay. All right. Next up, Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Now this is the part where I second ending. All right, we are on to our final number of the evening. Did it go faster than I told you? Did it go faster than you thought it would? Yes, yes. Yes, you know, we had an hour and a half practice this afternoon. They're like, why so long? And I'm like, trust me, it takes that long. But we did get done early, didn't we? A little early today, yes. All right, we do want to extend our wishes. If you want to come to our concert at 7 o'clock, our high school, the two bands will be performing at 7, actually 2 bands plus a jazz band. So you're certainly more than invited to stay if you'd like. After we are finished, though, I tell the kids their first duty before they take pictures or whatever is to come over, put their stuff away, because we have to get things changed for the 7 o'clock band. So whatever they're gonna do, first job is to do that, okay? Percussion, you know what to do afterwards as well. All right. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support you give to our band program.
Thank you for viewing this presentation of the Tier Area 5th Grade Band 2024 Winter Concert, directed by Mr. Tim Dingman. If you wish to watch the high school band, they will be up at 7 o'clock. And that will be on the high school band stream. So if you switch over to the high school band stream link, you'll be able to watch that at 7 o'clock. Thanks again.